Field of 8 are set to go. For the first, set, ready, green light is up and they're away. And Delightful Anna came out well from out wide, as did 4-Star Flyer, Vintage Blue. And Outlook is driving through on the inside looking to hold up. 4-Star Flyers on the outside, rather. Delightful Anna's got the speed on the outside. Vintage Blue kicks up to try and hold it, but Delightful Anna's about to work on by and take up the running from Vintage Blue and Outlook. 4-Star Flyer jumped in to be 4 back the poles. They're in single file formation. Muchos Hombre is 5th. 6th was Sasky, tracked in turn by Dorothy's River. Last of all was So She Said as they go into the back straight. Pace is only moderate as they run towards the back in the mile pole, and the leader was Delightful Anna, but 4-Star Flyer from 4 back the pegs has gone up on the outside inside the mile and is about to work over and take up the lead. Gets across Delightful Anna to 2, takes the trail in second, and in third position was Vintage Blue. Pace goes on. 4th was Outlook as they start to string out. 2 lengths then to Muchos Hombre, tracked by Sasky. Dorothy's River is second to last, and last of all as they come around the turn was So She Said, and she'd be at least 40 metres if not a touch further off the lead. Past the 1200 metre mark into the straight, and the leader was 4-Star Flyer, brings them down leading by a length. Delightful Anna was happy to let it go and take the trail and will now have first use of the Saddleworld Shepparton sprint lane. 3 back along the poles was Vintage Blue, tracked by Outlook, who's on a good rein. Muchos Hombre is a half a length away, tracked by Sasky. Then Dorothy's River, and So She Said is still at the rear of the field. Past the judge and the bell, and they negotiate the stable's turn and head towards the half mile, led by 4-Star Flyer. It leads by a length and a half. On in second, Delightful Anna as the pace goes on again. 3 back the poles, Vintage Blue, tracked by Outlook. Muchos Hombres 2 lengths away, tracked by Sasky. So She Said gets going from the rear and gets around Dorothy's River at the rear. 600 metres left to travel, and 4-Star Flyer leads a length. Delightful Anna on its back. 3 the poles was Vintage Blue yet to peel. Outlook is 4th. Muchos Hombre is 5th, followed by getting around them So She Said. Then came getting further into the race now was Dorothy's River and Sasky at the rear. 4-Star Flyer led. Now the runs come. Off its back was Delightful Anna. Outlook looming up 3 deep. Right on their tails was Vintage Blue, and then came So She Said, Muchos Hombre and Dorothy's River. Into the straight, Delightful Anna and 4-Star Flyer. Dorothy on the outside taking the lead, Delightful Anna, and here comes Vintage Blue down the outside with a run. Vintage Blue over the top with a 50 to go, and Vintage Blue comes away and scores by just on a length on 4-Star Flyer and Delightful Anna. Outlook was 4th, tracked by Dorothy's River, who got home well from So She Said, and they dropped Muchos Hombre and Sasky, who was last of all, but saw them all safely home.